we knew is that she got on board in Queenstown, Ireland. And I look at this picture there, and I zoom on a little bit. She's somewhere in that crowd. You can't really tell who she is. Go a little bit to the right. Anybody who was waiting on the wharf there from Queenstown was third class. Anybody who might have been second or first class was up above. Look at the difference in the two crowds. So Maggie is somewhere on board there. And right there now in Queenstown, known as Cove, Ireland, they have a monument in honor of all the people who were third class, whether they survived or not, who boarded the Titanic. We know that she's from the little town of Muskegon, County Limerick, Ireland. Remember that name, Muskegon. It will come into play later on. We know, the history books tell us that much. And we know that she was aboard lifeboat number 15. This is not lifeboat 15, but this is an actual picture of one of the lifeboats. And we know that she got on board with 65 other people, but she was third class. By the time the third class actually got up to make their way, after they fought their way to get up there were only two boats left, lifeboat number 15 and 16. She was lucky enough to get on board that lifeboat. All the other people, 73% of the third class passengers perished on the Titanic. So this is where the actual story starts. Has anybody here ever been to a Titanic exhibit? Which one did you go to?
There was one in Orlando or somewhere in Florida. Either there or it was on the west coast of Florida.
Okay, and did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Did you find it fascinating?
Yeah.
Okay, how long did it take you to go through?
An hour?
An hour? Anybody else go to the, you did? Where did you go?
Franklin Institute.
Oh, the Franklin Institute. That's where you saw it too? In Halifax. Oh, very good. So I take it you've been to the graveyard in Halifax. Very good. Yeah, I'll mention that after. Well, this story starts with the Cleveland, Ohio Titanic exhibit in 2001. A lady by the name of Karen Thomas went to this exhibit. I didn't know Karen Thomas. All I know is that in 2001, she went to see the exhibit. What was her interest? Well, she was from Ohio, and she had an interest in all the people that were destined from Ireland to Ohio. And it says, the tragedy claimed 1,523 lives, 705 were rescued. Of the Ohio-bound passengers, fewer than half survived. 36 of those aboard the Titanic traveling to the Northeast and 12 to Cleveland. Less than half the people who were traveling to Ohio on board the Titanic survived. So that was her interest right there. When she said you enter the Titanic exhibit, you're given a boarding pass. You remember that?
Yeah.
She got the boarding pass, Margaret Maggie Madigan. This is 2001. And she said, oh, that's interesting. She never knew there was a Margaret Maggie Madigan. Did she live? Did she die? But she did notice this, third class. She said, oh, third class passenger. I know what happened to her. More than likely. So she got that ticket. And she said, when you went in, these are some of the pictures that Karen sent me, Karen Thomas. She said, when you go in there, you see some incredible exhibits, pictures of the Titanic being built. They actually have shoes that recent submarines in the last 10 years, 15 years have taken off the bottom of the Titanic. She said she found that very, very kind of like, almost like grave robbing in a way, right? Now you said that you went to the Titanic in 1 hour.
I think, I'm not quite sure.